Hey everybody, it's Mike over here in Growtopia, and on this wonderful Sunday, I have decided after doing some research, it's time to bring the peppers inside. So, why did we bring the peppers inside? Well, I looked it up online after getting aggravated at multiple videos online of everybody talking about how to overwinter their peppers, but never saying what temperatures do you bring them in at. Is it now? Is it September? Is it July? When is it? So handy dandy Google decided to tell me that anything below 65 degrees does not hurt to bring them in. They slow down around 60, 65 degrees. And anywhere between the 40s and the 50s, they go into a dormancy on their own and they slow down production of the fruit. Okay, good to know. Check the temperatures on my phone for the next few days, and we're looking at 40 to 48 at night and between 56 and 65 during the day. And this room stays a nice 70 and above, so inside they come. Which then was the excitement of going outside and with the minimal amount of pots I have, finding out how many pepper plants I actually do have. So while I'm talking you through the pepper vines, let me move some of these plants so we can take a look at each of these plants separately. And also, there might be some jokes that might offend people in this video, so if you are one of those that are offendable, you might want to leave now and split like a pepper. So let's get to the video. First thing we have to do is we had to go outside and grab our plants. So how did I grab my pepper plants? Did I rip them out of the ground and wash them in dish soap like it was an oil spill out there and you're cleaning the ducks off? No. Did I pull the pepper plant out of the ground and hose off the soil from the roots, making it nice and cold? Because mind you, not only is it 60 degrees outside, but the water coming out of my hose is in the 40s. So I really want to chill my plants out. Did I do that? No. I might break the internet. Did I also do anything else crazy at all that involved ruining the plant's possibilities of future life? No. Now, I am not saying that what people are doing to their plants are wrong. But what I can say is that there is a lot of back and forth of where you trim them, you don't trim them. You wash off the bottoms. You don't wash off the bottoms. You spray them with neem oil, which is the worst thing to do because neem oil gives a bad flavor. It's stinky, and there's really no evidence showing that it actually did anything good for the plants. And I just want to show you guys, this is a non-fertilizer. So all these peppers were growing in compost that had cow manure. So obviously that worked very well. And we are quite big. As you can also see, as I'm about to sneeze, is that these leaves, they do have stuff bitten on them, little bites and stuff on them, but nothing that's crazy. So it's pretty good for something that I didn't use any pesticides on, and the fertilizer I used was absolutely zero. It's not bad. What I do have mixed in here together, because I had literally had to cram as many as I can into one pot, is I do have a jalapeno that's back here with this green pepper, and I do have an orange pepper that's off this side as well. And I'm not trimming anybody, and like I said, I was really pressed for space, so I had to stuff a big pepper into a pot. We still have a pepper up there, we got one over there, we have one over here, we got one over there. So it was actually pretty cool when I pulled it out. The problem with this pepper that I did learn, that I would suggest for others to do once they start planting their peppers and stuff outside, is make sure that wherever you stick your pepper plant, now I'm not going to say it caused any issue for the plant whatsoever. As you can see, this thing is a monster. It didn't damage the plant at all. It just made it very hard trying to remove it because it was about 4 or 5 different cucumber plants going straight into it. So I had to really kind of be careful as I removed everybody. Probably shouldn't do this without having a tray. Probably wasn't the smartest idea. Okay. I'm actually I gotta move him around. I know you guys can't see me, but I gotta interchange him and my banana, because he's a little bit bigger. The banana's kind of short, and I don't want to banana to have some issues, so I'm trying to interchange them a little bit here. rearrange some plants so I can actually get in there. Let's see. I got some basils I got to deal with. Brought some of my basils in. Alright, I'm going to grab the logbook. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into the section of the logbook of when we start logging in what we bring in. So the first thing I'm going to bring in is, first thing I want to write up is the large green pepper. So I'm just going to put large. Pepper. Temperature outside was 60. Garden in. Today's 10/6/24. And forgot the tape measure. Now this pepper plant went up strings and stuff, so let's see what the overall height is from the soil. Soil top down. We're at 4 feet. So from the height of the soil in that pot to the top leaf is 4 feet. 4 foot. 4 foot, 4 feet. Okay. I'm going to take my basils. I'm just going to toss them up there for now because I'm going to do that once I'm done. It's the easy thing to do. You just put them in pots and put them on the windowsill somewhere and water them in and hope for the best. And actually the basil's been doing really good. A lot of growth on the basils on the inside. And if you notice, I kind of rearranged the shelf, obviously. I moved the section that was here up because I figured out that I have a lot of small stuff, more than I have big stuff. So I was able to double stack it, so there's 6 of them across, and then there's 3 on the bottom, and then 1 more in the corner. That's a short stacker. Next one we got here is our sweet papa. So what's actually really funny is, remember how earlier on I had said this was a jalapeno? Well, I was wrong. It's a sweet pepper. So it's either good when it's green or when it's red. And I've had sweet peppers before that were of this size that were good. And it does have a little bit of a softness to it. So I do want to look into what this pepper's germination coloration looks like. Not germination, its final color is either green or it's red. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it actually is green because I had bought jalapenos before that turned out to be a sweet pepper, which it might have been where this was from the supermarket. And because all it says is sweet pepper on the tag, so it might have been a store-bought pepper that I regrew it from seed. So that's what this actually might be. So don't quote me on this one, but if I'm not mistaken, I think that's where this one actually originated from. Was from there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this one up as sweet pepper. Okay. 60 degrees outside. This is from garden. In 10/6/24. And the height of view we're at 21.5 inches. I was wondering why it got so warm in here. I guess somebody forgot to turn the oil burner off. Yeah, wait for it to run out, but I was wondering why it got warm in here. I was like, damn, it's freaking warm in here for no reason. I mean, it's warm in here to begin with, but because the oil burner was left on. I keep my oil shut off during the summer months into the fall because you don't really need it. Only need it for like hot water and stuff like that. Once the hot water heater is filled up with hot water, then it's good for a while. See what I said? I didn't listen to myself. I was too busy talking. Don't tell Emmy. Once it's filled up with hot water, then it's good. Probably put a tray under these things. All right. Nursery for a reason. Alrighty. Should be good. Worst case scenario, I can actually stick these probably close to the grow lights. See what that would look like. See if I stick somebody near the grow lights, what happens. Interesting idea I have. When it's near the grow lights, it actually gets a little bit of light as well from the grow lights themselves. So that actually might actually work out really good. Putting the plants actually right next to where the grow lights are, and it's actually getting light from the grow light. It's actually hitting the plant. So cool. Oh man, we are getting crazier at this point. So this one here, as you can see, this is a cluster of pepper plants. I don't even know how to write this up. I'm probably just going to put like pepper cluster instead of writing up every individual plant. Just because this is just, I mean, we got bell pepper, we have yellow pepper, we have red pepper, we have another yellow pepper. And I crammed them all into one planter, which I know a lot of people would have a coronary. I mean, look at this one pepper plant back here. This one pepper plant has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pepper plants coming out of one pod. And, you know, I'm not the kind of person who I'm going to cut all those back and just have one plant. I'm the person that once those are growing, I can then separate it, and I can separate them into multiple plants, or I can leave them as one massive cluster. The only thing you gotta remember is when you're doing something like that, they're going to be needing a lot more nutrients and a lot more water because they're going to be using a lot out of that one section. So don't have too much near it. That's all I can really say. Because you don't have to really worry about anything else. Like I said, I'm here to break the internet today. So everybody's going to be all upset, but it's all right. That's why I experiment. I enjoy it. I get good results, and can't complain. I'm writing up my next line: plant, greenhouse date, orchard date. Spring temp. Fall temp. Greenhouse date. Nursery date. Spring growth, fall growth. Okay. Lines. Do my lines. Okie dokie. Whew. Hot in here now. Hot tamale. So you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna put bell pepper, yellow, parentheses 2, and red. Okay. Fall temp, 60 degrees. for greenhouse date. For greenhouse date is where it would go. So that's why I put from garden in. Nursery date is today's date, which is 10/6/24. And the height, because these guys are all roughly the same height. We are looking at 21 inches on the fall growth. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm actually going to stick it right up against by the grow light. Okay. And for my final and last batch of plants is where my insensitivity towards everybody else comes into play. Is I had to literally quickly and utterly pack all of my jalapenos into a planter before ice came. Because I did not realize how many jalapenos I have. I mean, look at this jalapeno, 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 and there's like jalapenos in that one too. And they're doing really, 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 really good. I mean, look at them all. Jalapeno paradise. Jalapeno, jalapeno. Jeez, I can't wait for them to be ready. I'm gonna just take one off and bite it right in front of you guys. I know a lot of you people out there can't handle anything spicy, and jalapenos are probably the mildest pepper I've ever had. From Carolina Reaper, ghost pepper, Scotch bonnets, those things will make me cry. These things I love. I can eat them by the handful. I mean, even I'll have like I had like a slice of steak with some fresh tomatoes, and I have pickled jalapenos. I threw some pickled jalapenos on top of it. Oh, freaking good. So I'm gonna put this one as jalapeno. Was it P-E-N-O? Jalapeno. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in there. 6 of them. So 6. Oh my god, I'm writing it in the wrong spot. Why didn't anyone tell me? It's alright. I'm like looking at my pumpkin connection. Yeah, I did some other, I started planting some other stuff ahead of time. Good thing I caught myself at the end. You know, 6. Okay. Full temp at 60 degrees. Garden in. 10/6/24. Height of this jalapeno party. We are at 17 inches. Okay, I think that's the shortest out of all of them, right? 17 inches. Large pepper was 24. Sweet pepper was 21.5. Bell pepper, yellow pepper, and red peppers were 21. 17 was for the jalapeno party. How many jalapenos can you stuff in a planter? Got to get out of here. The ice is coming. That would suck too. All the frickin' ice and snow would just kill all of them. So that's why you bring them inside. So let's water these suckers in. And watering for me is kind of like whenever it really needs it. I don't go by the water in the pot. I go by more or less the soil moist and dampness. These guys I'm actually putting as close as I can up on the window, by the windowsill. Hopefully we'll get some good success out of this. Let's say, you know, hey, you gotta try to do something somehow or another, right? Can't always live your life in the mundane, right? So I'm gonna grab these two guys. Might as well do these in front of you. Takes little to no time. Grab 2 of these guys. brain cell go. Alright, so now I gotta go back to my other basils that I brought in because I was putting a tag on them. And the last basil was L4. So being it was L4, L4 and L5, we got L4, so we got L5, and then L6. Why did I choose L? It was just whatever popped in my head. That's how I'm going to decipher between which is which. This is going an L1 and L2. When I brought everything inside, I just cleaned up the bottoms of them. I didn't, obviously, I was kind of joking earlier, but no, like seriously, I didn't wash anything off, didn't do anything goofy to them. I literally took them off, shake the bottoms a little bit, clean them up, because I had to sculpt them to fit into the planter of choice that I wanted them to go into. Even though I crammed everybody in there, which is going to be a little tough for a lot of them. Let's see what happens. Once they go into like the dormancy section or time period, where basically, they're done growing, they're done producing in the house. There's really nothing coming out of them. We'll see. We'll see if we ever get to that stage, or they will grow all winter long in here, and I will have fresh peppers all winter long, which would be really, really dope. Don't know till we try it, right? Don't know till it happens. Cut that guy off. That smells good. Okay. My basils that I just repotted really quickly. It's not hard. You fill a pot with soil, you put the plant in it, backfill it, you're done. I'm going to take the tags. That. Another one. Sitting in here like that. Got basil L5 and L6. Looks like both are running the same height. 10 inches on you. Jesus. 10 and 9, they're only off by 1 inch. So basil. This is just L5 and basil L6. Do 2 entries. One's 10 inches, one's 9 inches. 60 degrees, 60 degrees. Garden in. Today's date, 10/6/24. That's it. That is it, everybody. That's it for today's episode. I hope you guys like it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you didn't get offended by the simplest things. Like, subscribe, share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to bring in your plants because they do not like the ice and snow and the chilliness. So make sure you don't leave your buddies outside. Your buddies that keep producing the fruits and herbs that we all love to enjoy. Keep it all logged in on a Bible because it's going to be the best thing for you is to keep track of what's going on with everyone. Make sure everybody gets the watering they need, sunlight, at the proper temperatures. After that, you should be golden. And for that, everybody, this is Mike over here at Growtopia, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Later.